for Mary Spadaro.
What's up, guys? My name's Mary. I'm so happy to be here tonight. It's been a pretty cool day for me, actually. Today I finished college, which was nice. Yeah. Turned in my last assignment. Feels pretty good. I went to Emerson, and I think my favorite thing about going to art school, I've really enjoyed my friends. I love being in a sketch troupe, and I think the teachers are so cool. I have this one teacher for my movies class, and he described Ben Stiller's body in Meet the Fockers as brick-like and muscular. And he said that in a sentence 4 times in 1 week. It was awesome. I had this other teacher. She's an improv teacher. I had to take 2 improv classes to graduate, which is a bummer, because after the first one, it turns out I'm not very good at it. And then, I can try, but I can't do it. And the teacher understood that, so she kind of just, let me hang out for the rest of the year. And then the next year, I got a different improv teacher, and she's, known as the hard one. And I was like, oh, no, she's not going to like me. But I didn't want to, judge her before I met her. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go to the first class, and I'll see what happened. And I went to the first class, and she made a kid cry. And I was like, oh, I'll drop this improv class so I can take it with the other teacher. And since then, that mean improv teacher has told people that the reason I dropped her class is because I have a problem with powerful women. Which is true. But in my defense, who is a more powerful woman archetype than the quintessential improv teacher? How am I supposed to not feel threatened? I'm a human too, you guys. I'm excited that I'm done with school. I got more time for video games. We got any video game fans in the audience? Ooh. Yeah, someone shout out your favorite video game. If you don't, it's going to be so awkward. Fortnite. Okay, so I think your favorite video game says a lot about who you are as a person. So she said Fortnite, so she's a Republican. My favorite video game growing up was Grand Theft Auto, because it's the only one that we had. And I didn't so much play Grand Theft Auto as I would watch my older brother play. My brother played Grand Theft Auto in this really weird way, where instead of completing the objectives, he would just drive around looking for pedestrian women. And then when he found one, he would pull over, beat the shit out of her, get back in his car, and keep going. And even as a young girl, I understood that this was wrong, and I said so. I was like, Johnny, you cannot do this every time we play this game. It is so repetitive for me. And my brother's a feminist, so he listened, and he decided to make a change. He changed his avatar from a man to a woman. That way, instead of a man driving around beating up women, it was a woman driving around beating up women. But that made me uncomfortable for entirely different reasons, because a man beating up a woman, even in a cartoon, it's violent, it's visceral, you don't want to see it. But a woman beating up a woman, that's hot. It's pretty fucking hot, I'll say. And 8-year-old me was not prepped to be given that information. I started all-girls school the next fall. Shit was not good. I have a girlfriend now, which is cool, and we're very happy. It's really wonderful. I wish I could tell my younger self how good things were going to be someday, because it wasn't always like this. I mean, the first time that I had sex with a girl, I lost a ring in her. I found it, but it took some doing. Before I dated my girlfriend, I dated the worst boyfriend I've ever had. And we dated for 6 months. And when we broke up, he took it really, really hard. And he tweeted a bunch of sad stuff, like, sitting in my car crying and listening to Driver's License. Get it together, Malcolm. And I thought that was funny, because he cheated on me. So Driver's License isn't for him, at all, nor would any breakup song be, usually. He cheated on me, I found out, because he was on Tinder in bed next to me, and I was curious about that. I was like, hey, bestie, what are we doing on Tinder? And he said, Mary, don't worry. I'm only cheating on you because I think you're autistic. Whoa! Pardon me. I've never gotten that before, and I don't know what to do with it. I certainly don't know what lyrics in that song he possibly could have been relating to. At no point does Olivia Rodrigo say, cheat on your girlfriend for suspected autism. What the fuck, bro? But yeah, I'm finished school. I'm trying new things. Trying to eat fruit. I also wanted to try something. I don't really do impressions usually in stand-up, but I have some that I want to do today if it's cool. Got like 2 characters sort of. And this first one is he's a dude comic, and he says some pretty like misogynistic stuff, but like it's well worded, so you gotta respect it, you know. So here's that guy. Oh man. It's crazy when your wife is on her dumb bitch period. And she tries talking at you, and I gotta be like, sweetie, I cannot hear you over the sound of you gushing blood right now. Plug that shit up. And then when she goes and she puts a tampon in and she comes back and she starts talking to me again, I gotta be like, baby, you know you need to enunciate better, and I can't understand you when you have a tampon in your downstairs mouth. Your period makes you less of a person to me. And then we kiss and go to church, and also I'm a cop. I'm still him, by the way. It's so frustrating as a fella when you're hooking up with a broad, and that broad, she's blowing you. And she stops and she's like, baby, your cock is perfect. And your balls, so symmetrical. I'm having a really good time. But I can't swallow your cum because it tastes like motor oil. And then I gotta be like, excuse me, miss, my father's a veteran. That guy, I hope, is real, and I want to meet him one day. And I think when I do meet him, he's not going to like me very much. And I have to be prepared with some things to say, because I think he's going to say some stuff to me. Like, he's going to be like, you know, you're not funny, and I'm going to kill you now. And when that day comes, I want to be prepared. So this next thing, these are impressions of what to say when a man tells you women aren't funny. Okay? So there's 3. There's 3 options. Here's the first one. Women aren't funny? Okay. Clearly, you've never seen a woman in a tiny hat and big glasses. Women aren't funny? Fine. Okay, yeah. You've obviously never seen a woman in an orange sweater and no glasses because she knocked her glasses off, and now she's crawling around on the floor and she's looking for her glasses, and it's all blurry, and then she finds them and she puts them back on, and her vision starts to come back into focus, and she finds out she's nose to nose with the monster she's been hunting. You've never seen that if you don't think women are funny. And this one's like more severe, so you don't always need to use this one, but if it's intense, you know. Women aren't funny? Okay. Tell that to a mother lioness after she stalks, kills, and eats her prey, feeds it to her children, wearing a tiny hat and big glasses. Thank you guys very much. My name is Mary.